Oh, live right now. Oh. No warning today. Okay, I'll just cackling into the microphone. That's fine. All right. So I might have to push it that way a little bit. It looks like this one's cut out a little bit.
Let's see. Look at it. Is she okay now?
Should we? Try cutting to that camera real quick.
Is it?
Good.
It'll take 15 seconds.
Oh. Now we're going to have to push it over just a little bit. All right. Sorry if you're joining. I'm trying out a couple different camera angles today so that you guys can get the best workout. I know sometimes it's hard to see at home. So for today's workout, it is a bar workout. So all you're really going to need, I think that will be better, is a light set of hand weights. If you're working out from home and you don't have a light set of hand weights, you can always use 2 water bottles. Those usually weigh out to be at least 2 pounds each. Otherwise, you can always use 2 cans of soup or anything else that you use in your house as weights. You can also grab a small resistance band. If you don't have one of these at home, it's not necessarily necessary. It's just a good thing to have in case you want to enhance your workout a little bit. But again, completely not necessary. So this is about a 30-minute workout, total body bar workout. So all you need is something to stabilize your body on, preferably a chair or a countertop. Or even if you have a portable bar at home, you can always use that. So if you'd like to take a minute just to set up your music, that's okay. I will not be playing music during this. You just get the sound of my lovely voice. So we are going to start today standing in front of our bar, about hip width apart. Feet are going to come about hip width apart. Arms can come onto the bar. And we're just going to take our right arm out to the side, lift it up and over for a side body stretch, pressing our hips in the opposite direction, and coming back through center. And again, inhale, lifting it up and over. Exhale, back through center. One more time. Inhale, lift it up and over. Find that side body stretch. And then take it back through center. Coming into 3 squats the same way. We're going to sit the hips back, sending our weight into the heels, sitting nice and low. Inhale, coming up high onto the toes. Reach up towards the ceiling. And then again, squat it back nice and low. Weight comes into the heels. And take it up and over. Lift it up. Last time, sink it nice and low. Shift your hips back. And one more time. Inhale, lift it up. High up onto the toes. And take it back down. Switching it sides. So right hand comes to the bar. Left arm is going to reach up and over. Find that side body stretch. And back through center. And again, inhale, lift it up and over, side body stretch. Back through center. One more, inhale, lifting it up and over. And exhale, coming back through center, coming into those squats. So again, sitting about hip width apart, sending your weight back into the heels, and inhale, lift it all the way up. High onto the toes, exhale, sit it down. Inhale, lift it all the way up, high onto the toes. Last time, sit it down nice and low, weight sits back into the heels, and take it all the way up towards the sky. Good, gently go ahead and release that down. We're going to do a little bit of stretching before we jump into it, so bringing the feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. You can bring it as wide as your mat if you have one. Heels are going to turn in, toes are going to turn out, taking the hands to the hips. Stay soft into the knees, and then exhale, just go ahead and fold down towards the floor, rounding the upper spine, staying soft in the knees, and roll it up one vertebrae at a time, pressing your heels into the floor, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up, and then again, exhale, flat back, roll it down, bend the knees, one vertebrae at a time, pushing down to the floor, roll it up, shoulders are going to roll back, press the hips forward, and then last time, go ahead and arch the back, roll down, press into the heels, one vertebrae at a time, roll it all the way up, go ahead and push your hips forward, opening up that front body, stretching out the other spine. And then coming back through center. Go ahead and heel toe the feet in. We're going to take the hands up into the chest, rolling the shoulders back, keeping that heart lifted. Draw activating the arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms are going to come in front and lift up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, we're just going to open and close for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take one more deep breath in. Lift up, open up the chest. Exhale, forward, fold down towards the floor, relaxing the neck. Go ahead and shake out the legs. Maybe bend and straighten your knees. Feel free to take opposite hands to opposite elbows, twisting it out side to side. And then go ahead and release the hands down to the mat. If they don't touch the floor, that's okay. You can bend the knees as graciously as you like to. Bring the chest down to the floor, and then press into the heels, roll the body up. Good, starting with the heels together, toes are going to come apart. Again, keeping your tailbone drop. We're going to start in first position, one hand to the bar. Press the knees out over the toes, separating the thighs. Chest is going to stay up, chin is parallel, right arm can come out to the side. We're going to lift and straighten. Just imagine you're zipping up a jacket, squeezing those inner thighs inwards and push down. Inhale, push into the floor to come up, and then exhale, squeeze to lower. Lift and lower. So again, just starting to tighten up all the muscles in the inner thighs. Press down, squeeze up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here on 1. Small pulses into the heels. So if you notice that your heels are starting to come up off the floor, just don't go as low, just go as low as you can control it, pressing those inner thighs out with each little pulse. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low on 1. Releve, lift the heels up and tap them down. Lift, tap down. For 8, 7, 6, isolating that upper body, staying low. Just imagine there's a ceiling above the head. Last 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Small pulses. Pressing into the tops of the feet for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shaking out those legs. From here, we're going to turn and face the bar. Both hands are going to come to the bar. Left foot is going to step behind. Now what we want to do is line the shoulders up over the hips and come straight down. Our knee is about 2 inches above the mat. Right knee is above the right heel. Any pain in the lower back. Come forward slightly, but keep that belly button pulled in. Pressing into the heel, pulsing. Small pulsing to start. If you can go lower, go ahead and go a little bit lower. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay here on 1. Releve, lift that heel up. Tap down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1, pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs forward, hold. Take a deep breath in. My legs are tired today. And then go ahead and roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. Left foot is going to step in, right foot is going to step back, resetting opposite side. So from here, go ahead and take the right knee down to the hover. We're going to start with that small pulsing into the left heel. Try not to look down at the toes. I know it's tempting, but keep the chin parallel to your bar. Shoulders and arms are relaxed. That bar is just here for a decoration. For 8, 7, 6, 5, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1, pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, straighten the legs, and relax here. So stretching it out, pull the left hip back to meet the right. One more breath in. Then an exhale, go ahead and take it up. We're going to step the right foot in, and again, open up. Second position. So heels are going to open up a little bit wider than first, so if you want to start in first, heel toe the feet open up twice. And we'll keep the heels turned in, the toes are going to turn out. And again, we're going to come down into that low squat. Anytime you want to put on your resistance band, go ahead and do so. You're welcome to add that resistance anytime you like. And we're going to start with the right heel up. Left heel is going to stay down. Your right hand can either come to the hip or you can take it out to the side. Feel free to do the same with the left arm. And let's pulse it out here. Woo. Pressing your thighs out with each pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low on 1, drop the right heel down, left heel rises, pulse. So remember to even and equalize the weight between the heels. You're pushing down with the left foot, at the same time you're pushing down with that right heel. So one leg isn't taking more weight than the other. You want to try and stay balanced right through the core, down through the center. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low on 1. Now we're going to alternate heels taps. Left heel's going to come down as the right comes up, and then vice versa, drop the right heel, left heel comes up. So just find a good little rhythm with that as you tap the heels. Try to avoid this bouncing motion to start. You want to isolate that upper body, and just those lower legs are working. You're lifting and lowering, a little bit of a quad burn here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep that core strong, 3, 2, and 1, both heels up, pulse. Pressing those knees out over the toes, tailbone is pressing down towards the floor. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, straighten the legs, fold forward, and relax. Shaking out the hips, rocking it out side to side. We're doing a little bit more work with the legs on the floor today. So go ahead and bend the knees and roll it up one more at a time. Now if you have your band, you can go ahead and put that on now. If you don't have the band, again, it's not something you necessarily need, but we're going to take that band about 1 inch above the knees just to add a little bit of extra resistance to our workout today. So again, bar is all about toning and lengthening the body, trying to get that ballerina figure to the best of our abilities. So from here, turn your right heel in, your right toes are going to turn out. Line your pelvic floor up over that right heel, stay nice and soft in the knee. Lift through the chest, pull in through the core. So when your left leg leaves the mat, you're really stabilizing with that upper body. Shoulders are going to roll back. Right hand can come to the hip, or as always, you can take it forward. We're going to pulse that left leg back. Keeping our toes nice and straight, pointing towards the back of your mat. Keep that heart lifting again. Try not to look down. I know it's tempting. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Gently release. Go ahead and keep that band on if it's already on, and if you don't have it, that's okay. We're gonna widen the legs this time, come into a squat position. Both toes are gonna face 12 o'clock. Weight is gonna sink back into the heels. Now if you want an extra challenge, go ahead and lift the arms up over the head. You can always hold on to the weights too if you want a little bit more. Otherwise, keeping your hands on the hips. Now we're gonna start with small squats, pressing into the heel, lifting with the core and the glutes. Trying to keep those knees slightly behind the toes. If that's not available, that's okay. We're really just imagining that we're trying to sit back into a small stool, using our glutes to do the heavy lifting. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay small here, so nice deep squat. Our right knee is going to lift up to the side for our fire pattern. So it's going to be one squat and a lift. Squat, lift. Hands can come in front for a little bit more balance, or you can always hold on to your bar. We have 8 more here. 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and pulse it out for 10 more, and then do the other side. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low on 1, left side, lift with a pulse, lift, pulse, last 8, chin stays up, 7, squat, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, last set of 10, 9, little pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and roll it up, shake out those legs. If you have a band on, you can go ahead and get rid of that band for now. We're going to do a little bit more with the hips and the core, and the legs. So from here, again, we're going to bring the feet a little bit closer and hip apart. Otherwise, you can keep them about hip width apart. Toes are going to face 12 o'clock towards me. And we're going to come up high to the toes. Take our knees over the toes, drop the tailbone down, start with a pulse. Stay nice and low for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, just put a hand down on the inner right thigh. So this is just to be mindful. We're going to pulse the thighs out and take it back in. Now when your hand hits, or your thigh hits that hand, that's where you want to stop. So we don't want to be bringing the knees in. We don't want to be doing knock knees. We want to just bring them right back to parallel. So that when we pulse them out, we're really working the outer hips, and we're not coming too close in. So pressing them out, you can keep your hand there as a reminder. But if you start to get the hit, start to get the motion, go ahead and hold it here. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it open on 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. Now from here, tap the heels down, lift it straight up. Tap, straight up. Lower, lift. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1, knees come back over the toes, second time through, pulse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low on 1. Last pulse out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High pulse. Knees are staying out this time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High up onto the toes. Tap down. Take lift off. Tap. Back up. Last 8, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Go ahead and fold it all the way forward towards your mat. Shake out the neck, pedal out the knees. We're going to take a little break from the legs for now. And we're going to do some stuff with our arms, and then we're going to do more down on the mat with the core as well as the legs. So go ahead and bend the knees, roll it up, shake it out. So go ahead and do your bar. You can just move that aside for now. Take a drink of water whenever you need it. We're going to warm up the arms a little bit. So go ahead and take them out to the side. Fingertips are reaching either side of the room. Shoulders back and down. Let's always stay soft and kind to the knees. Core is pulled tight. Let's start with bouncing our basketball. So our typical arm warm up, just to get the blood moving throughout our limbs. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Push the air up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go ahead and push the air up. Flip the hands. Press the basketballs down. Turn, flip, press, push. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, you're chopping the air. So you're turning the palms up, turning them back down. So we're going forward and back rather than up and down. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, arms are going to come up, pull down. So we did it at the beginning of class. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms come forward, they're still up, and then open up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, turn the palms down, just like you're swimming. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here in one small circle. 3 more to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle backwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last thing, push the air away for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake out those arms. Go ahead and grab your weights now. And reset. Again, grab a drink of water anytime you need it. Now, if you want a little bit more of a challenge for this, you can join me down on the mat. So what we're going to do is eliminate the lower body. So the lower body during these arm workouts add a little bit extra oomph. So if you want to eliminate that completely, you can come down onto the knees. If you feel any discomfort in the knees, you can always put a pillow underneath the glutes, or you can come up a little bit higher. So that's always an option. So again, if you really want to isolate the upper body, just come down onto the floor. So from here, we're going to turn the palms out, and we're going to just start with some bicep curls. Elbows are going to stay nice and close to the body. Shoulders are back. As always, we're going to keep the ribs lifted and the belly button pulled towards the back of the spine. We have 8 here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here on 1, pull it up, press down, bicep curl it down. Bicep curl up to the ceiling, back down, release. Keep it going. Lift, pull down, and release. Lift, push up, press it back down, release. Whew. Find a good rhythm that works for you. Elbows stay nice and tight into the body. We have 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2. Last one. for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here, one small, pushes up, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a small break, shake out those arms. So we're gonna pick those weights back up. This is just a tiny little break. Just give those arms a rest. So opening it up, shaking them out any way that feels good. And then just go ahead and grab those weights again. We're gonna do a little bit more tricep work. So go ahead and take your right arm out to the side, palms facing up. Left arm is going to come behind the head. Now if that becomes a little bit too much, you can always drop your right arm down. Elbow is going to stay nice and close to the body. You don't want it opening up. So just internally rotate that elbow in towards the head and extend it up towards the ceiling and back behind the head. Try to avoid arching the spine in this. Even though we're sitting, we want to be mindful about that pelvic tilt down to the floor. Squeezing it up, and if you want that extra challenge, you're going to take your right arm out to the side. Try not to lock the elbow though. Nice soft bend. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Right arm comes up, left arm comes out or down to the mat. Elbow stays in. Here we go. Squeezing and lifting. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Go ahead and put those weights down. Once again, we're going to do a little bit more arm circles sitting. So if you want that extra challenge, you can pick up your weights for this. It's not necessary though, so you can just take up the arms to the side. We're going to start with small circles forward. So circles are one of my favorite things to really tone out the arms. They are really good for the 2 evil sisters. So go ahead and roll it forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Small circles back. So we're really trying to keep these circles nice and tight, nice and small, like you're drawing the world's smallest circle. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go ahead and make those circles a little bit bigger. So medium circles forward. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Medium circles back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, big circles. Grandpa sharp. Rolling it forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And circle back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out here and release the arms down. Shake it out. Put those weights aside for now. From here, we are going to come down onto our right hip. So coming down onto the right hip, and if you want an extra challenge, you're always welcome to grab a weight. Otherwise, you can just come down here, bend your bottom knee, left leg is going to extend. Again, if you want to take your band and enhance this workout, you can take your band around the legs. That's always an option. And then from here, we're just going to lift that left leg up and bring it back down to a hover. Lift back down. So really pressing your toes towards the back of your mat, just to extend that length through the lower body. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. We're going to do a couple different variations of this move, so get comfortable here. Lift and lower down. So moving with some purpose here. Don't be a basket case and feel like you need to throw your leg through the ceiling. We're going to keep this nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, we're going to point up, flex down. Point up, flex down, just like your mom's 80s video. Or maybe your 80s video, and when you were born. Woo! And lower down. Lift, flex, down. Last 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Back down to a hover, point the toes, little pulsing. So it already might start to burn here, that's okay. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, right arm is going to come down. Take the left hand behind the head. We're going to crunch in and extend out. Crunch and open up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. You can bring your right hand back behind the head. Bend your left knee. Go ahead and grab your foot if it's available. If that's not available, that's okay. Just for a little bit of a quad stretch here. Pressing your foot into your hand just to stretch out the top of that thigh. Holding here. If you want to add a little back bend, that's okay. And then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So pressing your way up, turning it over onto the opposite side. Left arm is going to come down behind the head. Left knee is bent, right leg is extended. We're going to start with the toes pointed, lifting up and lowering down. Lift and lower. So again, building length in that lower body, lift and lower. Nice and controlled, nothing too fast. So if you feel your hips starting to wobble all over the place, try slowing it down. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, 1. So from here, we're pointing up, flexing down. Point, flex, nice and controlled. Really squeezing that entire leg from the hip to the inner thigh, all the way to the calf and out through the foot. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Take it down to that hover, point the toes, small pulses up. So it's not like the first one where we're going a little higher, we're just doing controlled little pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes behind the head, left hand is going to come down, coming into those crunches and extend. Crunch and extend. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes back to the head. Go ahead and grab your foot, coming into that quad stretch. And if this is a little challenging for you, don't worry about it. Just give yourself a nice squeeze into the chest if you'd like. So pressing your foot into your hand, really stretching out the top of that knee, the top of the quad. And then go ahead and release. Right hand comes down to the floor. We're going to press our way up, coming into a tabletop position. So holding here, we're going to bring our shoulders over the wrists. Fingertips are going to claw down into the mat. We're going to bring our knees about hip width apart. And let's take our left leg back. So holding here, let's start to pulse up. Now if you want more of a challenge here, you can come down onto the elbows. Again, keep that core nice and tight. Pulsing out, so doing a lot of leg work today. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, flex the foot, ceiling kicks for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then see if you can drive your knee into that shoulder and extend back. Knee to shoulder, kick it back. And it's okay if the knee doesn't touch the shoulder. It's just the thought process of doing so. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, right leg extends back, belly buttons pulled in, pulse it up. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Ceiling kicks for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee to shoulder. Whew. Crunch, press it back. 6, we're only doing 8 of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Sit back, child's pose. We're going to stretch out the back and the hips a little bit. So take a deep breath in and exhale out. So we just got a couple more things to do. We're going to roll it back up and come on to glutes. We're going to need our weights for this, but you don't necessarily need the weights. I just think that this makes it a little bit easier to do this workout. So our feet are going to stay flat on the floor, knees are facing the ceiling. We're going to come down. Weights are going to come into the chest, or again, as always, if you want a little bit of an extra challenge, you can bring them above the head. So I'll show you the challenging version first. You're going to press the weights up, lift up to the ceiling, lower down with control, and release. Otherwise, modified version, weights are going to stay at the chest. You're going to curl the back up, push up to the ceiling, and just bring them right back in. So we're going to do 15 all together. Go ahead and roll it up. And nice and controlled, roll it back down. Try not to just flop down to the floor. Lift and controlled, roll down. Next 13. Last 12. And 11. Really control that, roll down. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. Last 5. 4. 3. 2. Now let's hold it up here on 1. From here, you can keep your feet down on the floor, or if you want more of a challenge, you can lift them up parallel. We're going Russian twist side to side. And if you want to eliminate the weights, that's completely fine. Getting in those turns for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, you can put those weights down. We are all done with them. We have just one more thing to do. We are going to roll it back down to the mat. Hands are going to come down by the sides. We're going to roll the spine up, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders above the mat. Belly buttons pulling down into the mat. Lower back is glued to the floor. And we're just going to do heel tap side to side. But if you can, try to reach for the pinky toes, just to enhance that core workout a little bit more. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and roll it down. Pull the knees into the chest for a squeeze. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Good. Feel free to rock it out side to side, massaging out that lower back. And dropping the knees over to the right. Gaze will go to the left. Another inhale through the nose. Exhale out. And now the side knees are going to drop to the left. Gaze goes to the right. Deep breath in. And exhale out. Bring the legs back through center. We'll drop our right foot down our left foot's gonna cross over, flexing the heel just to avoid injury in the knee, and then coming into our figure 4 stretch. We're gonna pull that right knee in towards the chest, hands thread through the legs. For a little stretch here. Hopefully you feel this in the outer hip and in the glute. You might feel it somewhere different. For me, I feel it somewhere right about here in the hip and in the glute. And go ahead and switch. Again, keeping that foot flexed, it'll help to avoid injury in the knee. And again, if you have any injuries coming into these practices with, it's always good to just consult with a doctor or a professional, just so that you don't cause any more harm or any more injury to that you might already have. Good, go ahead and release. We'll just windshield those knees side to side as the weather gets nicer and we are taking more time outside. The legs and hip flexors might start to stretch out, but they're also going to get really tight, so it's important to make sure that you stretch them out and care for them, just like they're a baby. So from here, go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. We're just going to rock and roll up to center. As always, don't forget to do more stretching on your own at home for anything that you might need. Otherwise, bring the hands into the knees. Let's take that left arm across the body. Drive the shoulder down. Stretch out the neck while we're here. Another side, right arm crosses over, shoulder drops down. And release, hands to the knees. A couple neck rolls. Always feels good to do a couple neck rolls. Any snap, crackle, and pops you might have going on here. And taking it all back through center, ending with just one deep breath in. Arms will float above the head. And exhale, open up. Thank you guys so much for joining today. I know that these bar practices are a little short, but if you join us in studio, the bar practices are in a heated studio. They're about an hour long. We have all the props that you need here. We do all the sanitizing in studio. We do rent out mats, and those are all sanitized as well. If you're interested in buying a package for the month of April, you can just get in touch with me, Stacey, West, or Sheila. Other than that, I hope everyone has a happy and safe Monday.